me. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart's on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my shit Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts here.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. They'll go again with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
It's the score, Eagles 7, Bears nothing. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. To throw is Fields. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. For the Bears at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. It's taken to the 26. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. It's complete to Brown, right side. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more. On
1st and 10, White. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's White. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
White. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
On first down, it's White. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out of the gun, it's White. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now White. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again is Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, White. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. White looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now White. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The play fake. Now White. Over the middle here to Brown. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Again, 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
A final shot before break. White, he's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Complete to Jones.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Fields. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, White. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Here's White. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
White. Quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. White. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That's caught by Montgomery. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Now the ball comes loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to have the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah.